Hello guys, welcome to fourth section of Android application tutorials, applying reactive design to our application. In this section, we are going to implement the basic concepts of the reactive design in our sample project. So let's start with our first topic of this section, which is making our project list reactive. Recap. In the last section, we have learned about the basic concepts of reactive design, also look into different types of observable, observer, and operators in RxJava. In this video, we will focus on implementing the Rx design in our sample code, which we have developed in section 2, video 2, extracting a model design from our UI need. Preview. Let's take a preview what we have developed in section 2, video 2. In this video, we have implemented the data binding to show the project list. We will use this sample project and will implement the Rx design in the sample code. To make it more efficient, we will add lambda expressions as well. Lambda expression. Lambda expression are one of the most powerful features introduced into Java 8. It's reshaping the language in a similar way how generic reshaped Java when they were introduced in Java 5. Its uses are reduce boilerplate code, eliminate unnecessary creation of object, which reduces garbage collection work, pass function as method argument, which can be executed on demand. It also has limitation like it can be used with functional interface which should consist of only one abstract method. Now, without wasting any further time, let's start with our coding. So open section 2, video 2, sample code. Let's set up our environment. For this video, to enable RxJava, add these two dependencies: IO ReactiveX RxJava 2, Rx Android 2.1.0, implement IO ReactiveX RxJava 2, RxJava 2.2.2. Please use the latest version at the time you're watching the video. To enable lambda expression, we need to enable compatibility of Java version.version_1_8. To enable it, use compile options, source compatibility Java version.version_1_8, target compatibility Java version.version_1_8. Sync the project, and then you are ready to use lambda expressions and reactive Java. So in this video, we will update our view model set project list function according to Rx design patterns. So let's start. First, we will create two variables, one for our observable and other for observer. Private observable. Make sure there are two types of observable. One is Java util and other one is .io.reactiveX. We will be use reactiveX observable, private, observer, and observer. After creating these two functions, let's initialize our observable. Initialize observable. To initialize, write m observable is equal to observable dot create new observable on subscribe integer, observable on subscribe integer, and implement override method. Now we have defined our observable, and on subscribe method we will implement our for loop logic for int I is equal to 0, I is less than 5, I plus plus, and in this for loop we will call on next method of our observer, and once our for loop finish means work is done, then it will call observer on complete method. So let's call emitter dot on next and we'll pass this I. Once loop is done, then we will call emitter dot on complete. Now let's initialize our observer. Private void initialize observer, and observer is equal to new observer. There you go. Now it has implemented on subscribe, on next, on error, and on complete, all three functions. And now whenever on every loop, whenever on next is called, it will come here, and in this function we will create our project model instance, save it, and save it into the item. So now we will make this item public with this item. Instead of I, need to pass object, make it integer, because we have defined integer value, integer, and pass it integer, and it giving us error because we haven't defined our type of our observable and observer. Define integer, observer is also going to be of integer. There you go. So now let's just create it again. New observer of integer type, copy it again and paste it, and then pass this integer here. There you go. Now for 5 times it will call on next. Once it loop is completed, it will call on complete. So on complete we will assign this item to this our project listing. So project listing dot add items, add all. So now in set project listing we will initialize our observable, initialize our observer. After initializing them, we will subscribe observable with our observer. That's all. And now once you run, our output will be this. So at the conclusion, I would like to say that our design is more reactive and it reduces dependency.